Okay, I'm going to do the Doppler effect problem, number 21 on the review sheet. Kevin and Jill haven't seen each other in a long time. They run towards each other to embrace, just like in the movies. Kevin is running with a speed of 8 meters per second, and Jill is running with 5 meters per second, and they're going towards each other. Jill is screaming. Kevin hears the frequency, 620. What is the actual frequency that Jill is screaming? So in this case, the observer, who's doing the hearing, that is Kevin. And the source, the one who's doing the screaming, who's making the noise, is Jill. So we've got the observer's Kevin, he's the hearing, and the source is Jill. Let's go through and put our numbers in here. Kevin is running with a speed of 8 meters per second. So over here in my Kevin section, I've got 8 meters per second, and it's really important, you have to know that he is running towards Jill. Jill is running 5 meters per second, and she is running towards Kevin. So they're each running towards each other. Kevin hears the 620. That is this right here in my Kevin section, the 620. So this time, I'm given what is being observed, and the question is what is the actual frequency Jill is making? So I'm looking for a different variable this time. Okay, just writing out the equation template. There we go. It's not otherwise stated, so the regular V is just going to be 343. Look right here in my observer section, so just the top part, this says towards, and towards means you use the top sign of the choices you're given. So this right here tells me I'm going to choose the plus sign. Over here for the source part, again, it's towards, which means I'm going to use the top sign that's in the template. So this tells me I'm going to use the negative. So that's how I know. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my specific numbers into our template equation. So FO is given this time. 620 equals FS, that's my unknown, 1 plus VO, and everything's neatly organized and written up here, so I just look up 8 over 343. And then on the bottom, I've got 1, the minus, which I've already chosen, 5 over 343. So I'm going to solve this and get a big number, coefficient, and divide out and get FS. So to plug it into my calculator, make sure that you've got enough parentheses. This will be, it might help if you do it on here, the entire top needs to be in its own set of parentheses, and the entire bottom needs to be in its own set of parentheses. So it should enter something like this. 1 plus 8 over 343, end parentheses, that's my entire top section, divided by, parentheses, that's the number one missed problem. Now I need to write this entire part in parentheses. 1 minus 5 over 343, end parentheses. So there's my top term divided by my entire bottom term. So I now have 620 equals FS times 1.03846. Now I'm going to use the answer key so I can get a better answer with less rounding error. The next step from here would be divide both sides by this number. Which 620 divided by, and I'm going to use this answer key because it'll give me the exact number above. So second, and then the negative symbol. And my source must be 597 hertz. Which, because they're running towards each other, the observed is going to be higher than my source. So because he's hearing 620, it does make sense that she is only screaming at 597, because as they're getting closer and closer together, the waves are getting smushed together and the frequency will go up.